And we're live. Oh, where is everybody? Oh, there's somebody. Nick Gamer. I was like, man, where is everybody? Cannabis Kid. There's two people. Yeah. So, I've been working on my Bruce Lee guy for a while. But, he's still not perfect. Because I can't get him to finish with his finisher. And I don't know what to do about that part. But, that's okay, I guess. I can work more on it later. I think he works better against wrestlers than he does MMA guys. Because he'll sometimes or a lot of times will lose to people with a lot of submissions. So I wonder who he should face. Who should Bruce Lee face? Not an MMA guy. Someone else. I had him face a few wrestlers. He beat Raven easily. He beat the Great Muta easily. He beat Hogan easily. He beat the Ultimate Warrior easily. And he beat Ric Flair on his second attempt. But he has a hard time beating Chuck Norris, and he has a hard time beating Jean-Claude Van Damme. But boy, is he one hell of a fighter, let me tell you. How about... No. Oh, one of my guys is not coming up correctly. He's missing his belt. Anybody else I'm missing at the moment? I was having trouble with Goldberg, but now it looks like he's back. Or no, that was the NWA Goldberg. Let's see if he's back yet. He's back. But now Jeff Jarrett's not working right. Jim. I'll talk about my Bruce Lee character. I've been working on him, trying to get him perfect, but it's hard to get him perfect. Some of my wrestlers are missing things. But I'm trying to see who he should face. How about Steamboat? It's going to be a slaughter. Everyone has trouble with Goldberg. You are cursed. Gabizar. Well, I had a long day today. I'm going to have a longer day tomorrow. Tomorrow, I cannot guarantee a stream on it. I got to go down to the city tomorrow for something for my sister. And that's not till 4:45. And who knows how long that's going to take. Then it's an hour or more back home. But if I stream, it'll be late. So that means I need to stream something other than a playthrough. The biggest challenge ever. Well, at least let's showcase his moves. Bruce is kick-ass. I'm telling you, he's kick-ass. I don't like taking the day off. But I also, if I'm going to be late for a stream, I don't want to do like my playthrough that I have planned, because then I'm going to, you know, that won't be cool to me. To only play half a stream of my playthrough. If anything, we might just play more of this tomorrow. If I end up streaming tomorrow. This is the perfect pick up and play half a stream of kind of game. Sure, I could take the day off, but we'll see. I don't want to say yes or no on that. Yeah. Rope break? Oh, you know what, guys? I was almost totally screwed. The game would not load this morning when I restarted it. And I was there all morning trying to figure out why it won't load. I didn't know what I did. But the afternoon came and I had to leave. So when I came back, it was almost like an hour and a half before stream time, and I still couldn't get the game going. I think I figured out that it was something that I had subscribed to that corrupted it. Well, some of the settings might be back to default. But luckily I didn't lose any. And I had to find the right file to delete and then use a backup file. Hopefully he does his finisher. There's no guarantee he'll do his finisher. But if he does his finisher, it is the coolest damn move, I think. Muppet characters. So what do I think corrupted my game this morning? It's possible it was... Man, he destroyed him. Oh, did you notice I took off the UI with the mod? So there's no more 1, 2, 3 on the screen. So I screwed up big time this morning. I couldn't get the game to load all day. I couldn't get the game to load. What I think it was is I was trying to find a move that had something that Bruce was using nunchucks. So I found something that looked kind of cool. It had nunchucks in it. And when I restarted the game, that's what may have done it. It may have been that move that did it. It may have been the nunchucks. But luckily I got the game going. Let's do one more with Bruce. You said Andre the Giant? That's gonna be... Yeah, a few of my wrestlers are not loading now. I'll have to work. Yeah. It's possible the parts are still in there. Maybe I have to just assign them sometimes. That's the old Andre. We're gonna give him the new Andre. We're gonna make this WrestleMania 3. Yeah, I think there was 2. I think I subscribed to both just to see what they look like. I don't know if that's what corrupted my game. But we almost couldn't stream this tonight. I only fixed this an hour before stream time. An hour before stream time, I finally got the game working again. I don't know if that's a good taunt for him, but in Way of the Dragon, he does that, with the shoulder thing as a warm-up before he's facing Chuck Norris. So... Oh no, Andre has a manager. Uh-oh. Is it possible that this game could have had nunchucks at one time and they took them out? Or maybe just the move just was corrupted or something. I don't know. That was the only thing I could think of that I had downloaded, subscribed to. It's the only thing I could think of. He's in here too. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Is that his name in the movie? Mantis. I've seen all the Bruce Lee movies many times, but I probably didn't look at or remembered what his name was yet. I have the Criterion set. Even though I think they made up, they came out with even a newer set since I bought that one. I just downloaded this morning. I downloaded from Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, Daniel LaRusso, John Kreese, and Johnny. I changed John. Jean-Claude Van Damme's face. I do have a Bolo. I have Pai Mei. I have a couple Jackie Chan's because I didn't know. I had to check them out. I do not. Do I have a ninth? Do I have just the Batman? I don't know. I'm not sure if they're in here or not. Like good quality or not. I can look. I also just downloaded the low blow move that he does in Bloodsport. You know, the splits low blow, then he comes up. And I just put it on the Jean-Claude Van Damme. We'll see how that goes. There's plenty of Batmans. I don't know if any of them look like the old TV show Batman. Or at least they're not like realistic like some of the other edits. They're okay still though. Some of them are okay. They're just not super realistic. Some look better than others, like this Riddler here. That one's kind of janky. That one looks a little better.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I did learn through trivia that that Bolo. Oh man, Bruce couldn't overcome Andre the Giant. Oh man, I feel bad. We never got to see Bruce's finisher. Man, I wanted to see his finisher. Okay, I'll put him against Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then we'll move on to other things. So we can see Jean-Claude, and maybe he'll use his new move. Bruce has only beat Jean-Claude Van Damme once out of probably a dozen attempts. He does not... He has a hard time overcoming him, as powerful as Bruce is. Bruce beat Hogan. Beat the Ultimate Warrior. Oh, I should show off my other ones. Let's see, I have them in the Kung Fu Karate. We got Bolo. This one here, I don't know if there's a better one or not. My old Bruce Lee, which might be retired soon, but he's still got a title. My old Chuck Norris. And then we got the new Chuck Norrises. I don't know if there's any difference in them. Well, there might be slightly. Jean-Claude. One of the Jackie Chans. Where's the other one? He disappeared. The other Jackie disappeared. Maybe when I corrupted my save, he's not in the folder he belongs in. Maybe he's still here, though? Could he just be in the MMA, the main MMA? Yeah, there he is. He's just, okay, he's there. He's just in the wrong one. I'll move him later. So yeah, there's our Kareem. He's Japanese made. I was gonna rename him, and I never did. Then we got Samo, which I need to rename. Got Mr. Miyagi, Johnny Lawrence, John Kreese, and Daniel LaRusso, who does have the Karate Kid pose. There he is. Now for Jean-Claude, I did make his skin a little slightly different colored because in his main edit, I forgot to change the face on the other costumes. But he's like too tan. It's scary looking. Oops, I don't want that. No. I don't want that face. Okay, come on, Bruce. You got this. I know Jean-Claude is a beast. I think it's because they put his ukemi too high, possibly? I'm not sure. I was gonna lower it and I didn't. So instead of lowering Jean-Claude's ukemi, I raised Bruce Lee's ukemi. If it matters too much. I wonder if Jean-Claude will do his new splits low blow that I gave him. Oh yeah. I'm proud of the Bruce Lee because I made a lot of changes from the downloaded moveset. I changed the taunts up, I changed the moves up. I'm trying so hard for the sidekick to be his finisher, but A, he rarely does it. B, when he does do it, he can't knock anybody out with it. And they always get up before he can pin them. Because he kicks them halfway across the ring. By the time Bruce gets over there, they're already getting up. Which is a shame. I'm not sure what else I can do to make the move more powerful. Except maybe use the mods to determine that the match is over. Which is kind of cheating. I think you might be behind in a stream here, hey Buck. For which one? Jean-Claude Van Damme? That's the one I just downloaded. It was... I thought it was a brand new part. Because it was like when I put Jean-Claude in, and I put it in order by newest. That's what came up. It was just the face. Oh, for Bruce. Okay. Well, that's an edit that someone else already made, and I think it's perfect. Because it's like his face from the movies. You think there's another face better than that one? Because I think that face is like so perfect. Bruce Lee. Plus, Bruce doesn't have a pin. He has a move that's a pin. I didn't give him any pins. Bootlegging, huh? Let's see if I can find any Bruce Lee by bootlegging. Maybe I should just look up this bootlegging guy, because nothing's coming up yet. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's Brody Lee. But I found the bootlegging guy. He's got 118 edits. You sure it wasn't Brody Lee? Storm, Stone Cold. There was a Bruce Lee. I don't care for that one. I think the one I'm using looks better. It's like, what does it take to knock out Jean-Claude Van Damme? I might have to just lower his stats some. Because he should be more powerful than Bruce. In my opinion. What do you guys think of the no UI? No UI means, like, when they're doing the 3 count, there's no numbers on the screen. You like it? I think it's also somehow possible to eliminate even the referee saying 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure exactly how it's done, but it's possible. It could just be putting blank MP3s in place of his voice. I wonder. I don't know if there's an actual setting to turn off referee voices. It could just turn off all voices for every character, but I wouldn't want to do that. 'Cause I know in the mod you can change characters' voices. Yeah, but I'm referring to like the referee doing the count of 1, 2, 3. I went into the referee edit, but you can't take off the voices for like his what voice he's using. There's like nothing there to do it there. So my guess would be I'd have to go in and go into like change the MP3s. He gave up! That's the first time he's made Jean-Claude Van Damme submit, ever. Yes! Now what was that match you wanted to see earlier? Handle this kid? Let's see, you said Rey Mysterio, Senior and Junior. I don't have Senior. I don't think I have Rey Mysterio Senior. And I don't know if I have... well, no, I do have Dusty Rhodes and Goldust. I think I don't have any other Mysterios, as far as I know. I'm not sure if there's any substitute I could use there. Now my Raven's not showing up. I just used him this morning, back before my game crashed. What move is it? It's the tattoo, huh? SSR Raven Foreman tattoo. Well, we're not going to use him right now anyway. Have a Rey Mysterio there. Then I have a Rey Mysterio here. Maskless. And I have the Rey Mysterio here. HR. Yeah, well, you could just tell me a wrestler to put in replace of Senior. Is there anybody that Ray would want to team with? I know you're trying to do family though, so yeah. I can look them up for a future download. Oh, there's something I didn't realize for the Royal Rumble mod, is that there's a setting that says have them come out one at a time, which is how a real Royal Rumble would do it. You know, they come out like every few minutes, you know. But if you take off that setting, well, this is what I didn't know, is that let's say you have like 2 people in the ring, but the ring can fit 6. A whole bunch will come out all at once to help fill out the ring. But I don't know if I'd do that. I probably would keep it authentic like the Royal Rumble and have them all come out one at a time. You guys want to see some certain types of matches? Do you want to see a tournament? Do you want to see a Royal Rumble? But in the meantime, I can just see if there's any way to fix some of these wrestlers that are goofing up here while you guys are thinking. We'll start with... Do I have 2 Ravens? I have 2 Ravens. Oh, that's the old Raven, maybe? No, that looks like a good Raven, too. Both... Oh, because I wanted to compare the Ravens. So wrestler appearance, that would probably be a tattoo. And the tattoo would be where? Probably the upper arm. Yep, that's the tattoo. See it? Let's see if there's a Raven tattoo. And see if that just fixes him. I don't know if it's this tattoo or a different one, because he's got more than one tattoo on him. If that doesn't do it, I'll mess with it later. Rooftop Rumble. Susan Strong and Missed Opportunity. Oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of new wrestlers I added. Like even female ones. I never did mess with the move set for like Kelly Bundy or anybody like I was going to do. Let's see. Let's check out the ECW and see if Raven is still grayed out. Raven is no longer grayed out, so he's done. Okay, who would want to be in this Rooftop Rumble? Who would want to be on the roof? That sounds like an ECW thing. The falls count anywhere. Name 2 ECW guys and I'll do it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go look at which arena I have to use for the rooftop, because I always forget. So, let's see here. So, rooftop, I have to use Hurricane Hall. Okay, Hurricane Hall. Okay, you don't have no anybody you'd want to see, then I'll do my favorites. Let's see. Or actually, who do I think? Let's put in New Jack, because he's crazy. He's just downright crazy. New Jack versus... And if we're lucky, I'll also put it on Falls Count Anywhere. And if we're lucky, we'll see them be whipped almost like they're going to go over the edge. And it's going to be wild. I'll pick Al Snow out of the ones you just mentioned, because I just did New Jack. So we'll do Al Snow. Is that my new Al Snow, or do I have a better, newer Al Snow? I feel like I downloaded a newer one. But I think he's in the WWF, so let me go get him. I think I downloaded a newer one. That looks better. There he is. So we want to put it on that one. And Rooftop. Oh yeah, settings we want. Gotta go into my mod pack here. We want balls count anywhere. Let's check our settings. Everything looks good. Let's see if this false count anywhere works. Like it's supposed to. Oh wait, it's my mod's doing that thing again, where it's picking the last two wrestlers to face, even though we had already picked New Jack. I don't know what causes that. I wish I knew what caused that. I don't even know what the solution is for that, you know. Let me make sure it's still set in the mod for falls counting. Is okay. Wait, it's still set to the wrong wrestlers. You gotta be kidding me. There they are, okay. We're on the roof, we're in the sky. But will they even go outside to wrestle? Hopefully. So Sparrow, if I take a downloaded wrestler and I go into the edit mode and then I click save to make a copy of that wrestler, does that mean all his parts will now never get deleted? I don't really know. I've always wondered that. Because gets kind of annoying for these wrestlers to keep losing parts all the time. You know what I did like a few weeks ago? I did another big goof and I didn't realize it. Is that there's some wrestlers, when you download them, you're downloading a collection, and this stupid pop-up comes on, says, "Do you want to overwrite your collection?" or something like that. And I really, really stupidly said yes. And that, like, unsubscribes from almost everything you're subscribed to. But luckily, the mod would resubscribe to everything for me. And in doing so, makes it so on the workshop, I'm not subscribed to anything. A lot of those moves. But in the game, they were still there. But it did take quite a while for everything to get re-downloaded through the with the mod. Because, you know, like when I would turn on Fire Pro, you know, it would show how many were loading at the bottom, and it would say like 3,000, 4,000. And then one day, I turn on and it's like 100. It's like, what the hell did I do? Where did the 3,000, 4,000 go? And now I have like less than 100 loading, and I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Then all of my wrestlers were all grayed out, the ones that I had downloaded and subscribed to. That was a nightmare. That match never made it to the outside. Why don't we put on some high flyers? I bet they'll go to the outside. We'll get the Rey Mysterio in here. Let's get Super Crazy or Jerry Lynn. Oh, you wanted to see Jerry Lynn earlier. I think that's the old Jerry Lynn. I don't know why he's still in here, unless things got moved around again. There's the new Jerry Lynn. Let's see if they go to the outside. You're probably right about that, Sparrow, about the Mustafa being in his corner. I just saw that. I didn't see that before. And it's goofing up again. Why is it? Let's go back out and back in. There we go. Oh, was it still on Falls Count Anywhere? No, it wasn't. I want to start over and put on Falls Count. Sorry about that. Okay. My bad. After this match, I might do a tournament. We could do an ECW tournament. That could be interesting. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. To see who should really be the world champion. Oh yeah, I'll do that too. But I just made my Bruce Lee, my current one, not an MMA guy. Like, I'm trying to make him not MMA. Because I think most of his moves that he does and are flashy and stuff are regular lockup moves. Some running and kicking. So for his like parameters or whatever it is, I put MMA down to like the lowest you could put it. But if we put it in a wrestling match, can you put a title on the line in a wrong category? Like if I set a title to be one thing but put it in another match, is it still on the line? It might be. I don't know. We could do that match. It could also be on the rooftop. Oh, you know what I just put on here? Just this morning with the mod. And I've only really messed with it like a couple times now. It's the variable strike fest. So now you don't know how long the strike fest is going to be. Like earlier, I seen one that was shorter than normal. And now we just saw one that's longer than normal. I like that. Because the Strike Fest is always like so unpredictable. I mean, so predictable. And I never like that. Go outside, go outside. No, man. Damn it, Jerry Lynn. You wuss. Could have fought outside. Oh, come on. He still won't go outside. That's why I think we should do a whole ECW tournament on the rooftop. And we're going to see some fights on the outside. After the Bruce fight. Possibly. Would they go outside, though, with it? Would they do they actually fight outside the ring in the landmine one? Briefly. Let's go back out and back in, because that might be the thing that's scoofing up sometimes. Wait, let's we want to do that's the MMA champion. It was supposed to be an MMA match, but if we can just do a regular match, like, let's see. The title's there. I'll even set it to falls count anywhere again. Of course, I have to set it every time. It defaults back every time. Once the match is over, it defaults back to regular. Yeah, it's still messing up. Stop that, game. Dang it, game. Why do you do this to me? Oh, wait. I bet the title's not on the line now. Okay. Hopefully this is it this time. One thing I don't like about the Jean-Claude Van Damme edit is I gotta change the voices whenever you use, or just take out the voices. He picked like the dumbest voices for him. They sound awful. But I just haven't messed with it yet. I don't have enough time to do everything that I want. I'm learning a little more about the parameters, the skills. But there's a lot to learn, a lot to memorize. And then the priority attacks and everything else. Man, I've been messing with Bruce so much. Make sure he does these moves less and these moves more. I'm not even sure what this Bruce's, the old Bruce's finishing move is. I don't even remember. My Bruce probably won't fight outside. I think I have it set that he doesn't fight outside. He stays in the ring. I also have it that he doesn't use weapons. Since he can't use the nunchucks, he's not going to use anything. His hands are his weapons. I also gave the new Bruce no top rope moves at all. Nothing. No high flying. Everything's got to be done in the ring. Oh, he's got that move too. Ah, I didn't realize. Man, Bruce is having a hard time with this guy. Would that be it? Nope. At least Bruce is going to win. Yeah. I just hope it's the new Bruce. I need this other guy to be retired without doing it the cheap way, you know. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. Alright, let's do an ECW tournament. Let's see what we can do here. Rematch? Okay, we'll do a rematch. Alright. You want a rematch? We'll get a rematch. There's no reason to do falls count anywhere because new Bruce is not going outside. Okay, just one rematch. What I had to do when I wanted to change Hogan's is I just set one of them to one player. which was the cheap way to do it, but that's what I did when I wanted to change from old Hogan to new Hogan. Yeah, it works. And if my new Bruce loses this match, that's what he might do. Except I actually didn't want Bruce to be an MMA guy, but we'll see how that goes. Is there a limit to how many titles you can make? I think with the mod, well, I've never done it before. You're supposedly able to rewrite the title history without having to do a match. I don't know where that's at. If I have to do it in the mod stuff over here, or if it's in the game. Some stuff is elsewhere, other places. I wonder if it's in the belt editor, or the belt builder. I don't know if it'd be that one. That would be that one. I know it can be done, but I've never found out where. It wouldn't be there either. Never came close to reaching it? Okay, that's cool then. My new Bruce's weakness seems to be submission moves. Facing a guy who does too many submissions. And looks like old Bruce has too many submissions. Oh, look at him. Almost going over the edge there. Yes! I don't know. I'm not a fan of Randy Orton. So I don't know if I would have downloaded him or not. But I think we're going to do an ECW tournament, though. So you can take a title out of where it's supposed to be. Let's see. Let me just take a look just for your sake of knowing, but I don't know if I would have downloaded him or not because I could have downloaded him if someone asked me to, so that's why it's a possibility. I do not have him. So tournament. You wanted landmine deathmatch tournament? That's too many. I think 16 is more than enough. I have to set it on Madison Square Garden. There's no other way, unfortunately. I can change the ring though. I can't set it to these arenas though because these arenas are set for Madison's. No, they are set for Madison Square Garden, aren't they? Okay. Do you prefer a certain one? Like Guilty as Charged, Anicure Rules, Hardcore Heaven, Hardcore TV, Heatwave, Living Dangerously, November to Remember, WrestlePalooza. We did okay. We didn't get as much accomplished as we wanted to. I do a lot of grinding. So, let's do Living Dangerously. So, let's see here. You want Palooza? Okay, we can change it. I have no preference. Let's do... do we want to do main, like, feuds like Sabu versus Taz early, or wait for them to work to each other? Like, do Sabu, Taz, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, or do we want them to work their way to each other in the tournament? Because there's two ways to do it. And I have like 3 Rob Van Dams. I couldn't make up my mind. I don't like the hair on that one, but that's the best looking one. There's a newer one that looks kind of decent. And then there's this one as well. Sometimes I just can't make up my mind. Rob Van Dam Jerry Lynn was like a feud of his. You recall? Okay, Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. And then this is where we could do Tajiri versus Super Crazy. remember watching that feud. Even though none of these outfits look like the super crazy I know. If you guys want to see a particular match, now's the time to say so. Because we could do Terry Funk. I have two different Terry Funks and they both look good. Terry Funk versus who would Terry Funk want to face? Well, we're doing an ECW pay-per-view, Dick Carter tournament, so those guys are not really in ECW. You could do Shane Douglas. Steve Richards? Okay. This is where I'll do the Taz versus Sabu. We still got a few we can do more. This is where we'll do Tommy Dreamer versus Raven. Oh, I never set it as a title match. Oh shoot. If I set it as a title match, that might just overdo everything. Because the old Tommy Dreamer's in this and not the new Tommy Dreamer. Ah, shoot. Can I erase the title? We got to go backwards, unfortunately. I think there's only ever been one champion. I want to erase it, so. Delete newest record, yes. So now let's fake it. Now I gotta probably put in everybody all over again. Oops, that's the delete category. That's where I delete. Oh, that's MMA. I can't even read, guys. So Jerry Lynn. How about instead of Super Crazy, who doesn't really look that well, let's do Rey Mysterio. Shane Douglas versus Mick Foley instead of. Oh, Mick Foley. I don't know if I have Mick Foley in here. What was he in ECW? I don't know if he was ever in ECW. Oh yeah, well no, we already have Cactus Jack. Yeah, Mick Foley. Yeah, derp. So, which one would you rather have him face? You know, why don't we do Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk? Do I have Cactus Jack in here? I might have him in another federation. I think I have a Cactus Jack over here. And actually at the bottom is where I'm going to put Taz versus Sabu. Oh, wrong federation again. I can't pay attention to what I'm doing. And also where we'll do, let's see, where are we? New Tommy Dreamer versus one of the new Ravens. Which Raven? Let's see, which one do I like better? Stand up. They both look good. That one looks a little bit older. That one looks a little bit younger. Can't make up my mind. They both look fantastic. Hey, Jim Raynor. You got any ECW guys you like to see? So we still got to put, for you, Stevie Richards in there. But who should he face now? Just Raven? Okay. Could do him versus Tommy Rich. The Tommy Rich is an older Tommy Rich. He's not as new looking as the other ones. Danny Doring. Francine. Look at that Francine. More Danhausen. Little Guido. How about Steve Richards versus Little Guido? Or how about Mikey Whipwreck? There you go. Mikey Whipwreck. We can't have one without New Jack. I forgot I have a newer New Jack. I was using the older New Jack. Let's go for that New Jack. Has he wrestled yet? Who would New Jack want to wrestle? Not wrestled yet. The Sandman. How about the Sandman? I don't have a new Sandman. I should see if there's a newer, updated Sandman. So we have just one more match. If you want, you can pick it. I can show you everybody we got here. We got one more match we can do. Got Al Snow hasn't wrestled. Balls Mahoney. Got some Dudleys who were better in tag team though, but just incredible. Lance Storm, Tanaka, Mike Awesome, Nova, who I don't really know at all. Perry Saturn, Rhino. We didn't put Shane Douglas versus anybody yet. But you can, one of you guys can pick it if you want to. Just name something, unless you want me to do it. If you guys are gonna make me do it, then I guess it'd be Shane Douglas versus. Rhino would probably destroy him. Which Rhino looks better? They both look good. They're both the same, just different outfits. Probably gonna destroy him. Now in the mod, can I set it to falls count anywhere? And will it stay for the whole tournament? I don't know. Oh yeah, which one do you think you said hardcore heaven? I can't remember. We're probably not even gonna see the arena. No, you idiots! Exit the tournament. Be sure to save your data first. How do I save my data first? Oh my god. No, man. God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Now nothing's gonna be typed in. We gotta start all over again. Oh my god. Will I remember any of these that I put in here? I don't know. First Pink Panther movie? Never seen it. Who did I have New Jack facing again? It was another somewhat hardcore guy. Maybe it was Sandman. I could make up my mind on that one. Swear it better work this time. There we go. This match might not be good for Rob Van Dam. I don't know if he can go to the top rope in this. Can he? Can he get to the top rope? I'm unsure if he can get to the top rope. We can consider it sometime in the future, Nick Kamer, but you know, we'll have to see. I mean, Nick Carter, sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. There's two Nicks, and I get you guys' names mixed up sometimes. 8-bit. Yo. We have a lot of doubles. We got two Nicks. We got two somebody else. Got two Jims. Jim Raynor, Jim Sidnor. Jesus Christ. Are they dead yet? Jesus. This is Falls Count Anywhere. They don't really have no reason to go back in the ring. Was you really good at it? I wasn't good at any sports. They do say that, you know, well, there is proven that getting into real wrestling can help if you ever transition to pro wrestling. Because, you know, Brock Lesnar was, and Kurt Angle was. Having an amateur background does help. Six, seven, 6'7". I've heard that saying before, but I can't remember what it means in or anything. He stole his taunt. You jerk. No, Van Dam lost. Comes from a song. Maybe that's why. So do I have to set up each match individually as files come anywhere? No. It's going to continue. So I can put on auto. Okay, we can put on auto. It's not unchecking itself, so we should be good to go there. Maybe if I just went out and came back in, it would change. Yeah, kids these days find the oddest things interesting. Wait a minute, we're having the same fight again. Okay, we can't do a tournament. And the game's just not cooperating with me today. And I have no idea. We can't have a tournament. We just have to do individual matches. The game, I have to look up why it's doing this. So, and it's still on the two Bruces up here. I can't even do a tournament. It's just not wanting to cooperate. Ah, that's annoying. See, if I take them off there, then go back, would that do it? Would that help? No, the game crashed. Ah, great. Lovely. And now it's probably going to take close to 5 minutes to reload the game. Lovely. Okay, we can just do whatever matches you guys want. Forget about the tournament or any of that stuff. We'll just do what you guys want. You tell me what to do. We'll do it, or I'll come up with something. I'm going to go to the Fire Pro Discord and see if anybody talks about such a topic. And see if what the solution may be. This might be hard to search for. I wonder if it's a certain mod, and if I took it off, if that would fix it. I don't have them. Only what you see, pal. That's a Terminator line. What is this? Could have something to do with the save files. Possibly. I'm not sure if that's what they were talking about, though. So it might not be the mod itself. It might just be FirePro that's causing it, but it could still be the save file that's causing such a thing. I've had that problem for a little while now. Anything you want to see? ECW, non-ECW, it doesn't matter. I don't have Kevin Owens. I don't have too many new wrestlers because I don't really watch new wrestling, so I have very, very few new wrestlers, and he is one I don't know too well and don't watch, so don't have no Kevin Owens. Stone Cold for a title match. Okay, well, I don't think he can beat Hulk Hogan. He kicks his ass. I've done the match before. Hogan is overpowered. We got Ricky Steamboat he could go against. Sergeant Slaughter for the Intercontinental. He probably doesn't want to switch federations. So I like to watch my Hogan wrestle. So okay, Steamboat. Just for a chance to see the Hulk up. Okay, in a cage. All right. Means I got to go back out and make it a cage match. But we will have Hogan wrestle at least once. And now I have the Austin correctly going to the second rope. I fixed that issue I was having, so he should have a lot better of an intro now. I also may have set the set it so he comes out with the vest, but he doesn't wear it when wrestling. Let's see. Stone Cold entrance. Yeah, I got that. See, when I set attires, the match attire screen pops up on this screen over here, where if I set it with the mod, I have to select it before the match starts. Oh, but it doesn't come out with it because it's a cage match. We don't get to see the intro. Oh well. I could have put it as a non-cage match as well. And while this match is starting, I'll be right back. I realize I don't have my green screen on like I usually do. I should switch that when I come back. Slowdown was my fault. Foley versus Funk. We could still do that match, yes. Slow down because I was turning on the the other green screen camera. Now I'm not blocking as much. And this is not an escape cage match. This is a regular just match. Jericho. Steamboat's in the corner. He should come off the top rope. I'm not sure if they set his priorities well enough. It's a lot of work going into every single wrestler and setting their priorities properly. And their other stats and things. It's a lot of work. More work than I'm probably wanting to do. I'm willing to do a wrestler here and there. We have a new Intercontinental Champion. He needs to drink a beer. Now, what type of match should we do? Cactus Jack versus Terry Funk. More than likely, I'm going to have to set it up twice because it's probably going to goof up on me. Could do barbed wire. Could be landmine. Some of these I don't even know what they are. A lot of these I've never even messed with. Don't know what a Texas death match is. Maybe we'll choose that one just because I've never done it before. Last man standing. You know, that's not a bad idea. Doing a last man standing and an Iron Man match. But who to put in which match? I think for this one, we're going to try the Texas Death Match, but maybe we should try all of them. Let's do... Why is Nova... What all I did was reload the game, and now Nova's not selectable. And the game is crazy sometimes. So, what am I looking for? Terry Funk. Versus... Cactus Jack. He's got other early outfits too. I remember that one. but I actually like the other outfit better. I just didn't mean to select that. We can still keep it rooftop, and I'll try to keep it falls count anywhere. Falls count anywhere. I don't know what makes it a Texas death match, so I guess we'll find out. I'll look it up if it doesn't, if it's not straightforward. And it's already screwing up. I knew it would. Knew it would. Are we still set on Texas Deathmatch? Let's look that up. Fire Pro World. Is a hardcore match type similar to Last Man Standing match. The wrestlers must win by knockout 10 count after a pinfall or submission. It is characterized by brutal no disqualification action, often featuring weapons similar to the intense bloody showdown seen in recent matches. That's what AI said. Let's see what real people said. the roll around move. Basically, yeah, I guess it's the same thing. Whenever a wrestler is pinned for a 3 count, they have 10 seconds to get back up. If they beat the count, the match resumes. So it's basically is a type of last man standing. So, but I think a real last man standing, you don't pin them first. And this one, you do pin them first. Cactus Jack not wanting to go outside. That doesn't sound normal. We got some weapons in there. Spinning toe hold. Is that what they call it? I have them both at the heels, so everybody's getting booed. Everybody's getting booed. I wonder, this one might be just pins. Even though AI said pins are submissions. Because I noticed the referee hasn't been checking for submissions. Oh, awful close to that roof, guys. Whoa! Whoa! We finally saw it. Yes. Awesome. Isn't that scary? Oh, man. You don't want to go over that roof. Whoa! It'd just be more of an inconvenience, yeah. Bang, bang. Double arm DDT. Oh, but he's too tired to get up to pin him. Oh, no, he got it. Oh, and he kicked out. Punk ain't going out like that. I kind of want to use my Hogan in a match next. So, do you have anybody in mind you would like to see him wrestle? Another double RBDT. That I don't know. And that's also something I added to the mod, where I turned on the mod, that when, I think I mentioned this before, that when weapons are on the ground, and you fall on them, it's considered taking damage. And it's like being hit with the weapon. And it's doing damage to the weapon as well. Yeah. Martial arts dojo. Well, we still could do another Bruce Lee match. Just because I like using my Bruce Lee, and he's probably going to be my favorite for a while. He can put his title on the line already. Getting awful close to that edge, guys. Whoa, not over the edge, whoa! I wonder how that's determined, because in a regular fight, wouldn't he just crash into the barricade? How does the wrestler know to stop and do that motion? I wonder how that works in the game. To do a motion like you're going to stop yourself from going over. I don't know who you're referring to, Cameras Kid. I don't know who you're referring to. Never heard of them. ever a day in my life. These wrestlers just don't want to die. I did notice something early this morning when I was doing another Bruce Lee fight. That I gave him one pin and one pin only. And it's not a pin, but a move that pins somebody. And when I had him face against the Ultimate Warrior, he was using the Ultimate Warrior's pin move to pin him. And I had to go through Bruce Lee's moveset to make sure that move wasn't really there, and I overlooked it. And it wasn't there. But he was using someone else's moveset, so he was stealing a move. A third DDT. Can you get up from a third? Jesus. Whoa, they're off the edge. They're floating on the midair. Oh yeah, there's another, that reminds me that for matches like this, there is another setting I could use, even though I haven't been using it. It's for weapons. I can set it, I have at the moment that weapons don't critical, but I can have it that weapons critical or weapons critical only for hardcore wrestlers. For a while there, I had it on weapons critical, but I think a lot of people were getting knocked out like crazy. A little bit too easily. I didn't think about turning that back on. This would have been the perfect match to turn it back on. Whoa! Yeah, at least we got to see that move. I guess you know it's kind of like what would you rather see? Someone winning from a wrestling moves, even though it's a hardcore match, or from a weapon attack? Ultimate opportunity for the Warzone Tornado Championships. Spread of 3 falls, chance of crit, no tornado. Freddy and Chucky. He drops his chair just to do a taunt. Another one! 4th DDT, I think. Man, I don't know if this match will ever end. These guys don't want to be pinned. Lex Luthor and Mercy Graves. I don't know who Mercy Graves is. Is that a stunner? He just gave him a stunner. forked him 3 times. Yeah, we're on a roof. Whoa! He's barely hanging on by his head. Oh no, he's off in the clouds now. He got up. And to win a last man standing in this game, you can't be in the bent over position. You have to be fully straight up. So when you're still bent over, it still counts as being down. Yeah, both too tough for one good. Do commentary. Well, we're just watching it. I don't think I could do commentary. That's not my thing. Not really my thing. So, for anybody who didn't hear me earlier, there's a good chance that stream will be late tomorrow if I stream at all. So Paper Mario probably won't be happening tomorrow. And if anything, we might just play this again. He sure did stab his neck. Got blocked. Yeah, I don't watch wrestling anymore either. Once in a great while, I might see a clip online of something new, but I don't really watch wrestling anymore. Or anybody who's looking forward to Paper Mario tomorrow. That's why I don't want no one to be disappointed with that. Tomorrow's probably not the best day for it. So we'll have to skip a day and do Paper Mario probably on Thursday. Skip 2 days. WrestleMania 58. How long do you think this match is going to take? I don't even know what WrestleMania we're up to, so. Currently. $42? I got no idea. Probably easy to figure out just by doing the year minus 1985.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Well, I had leftover goulash because I made a dumb mistake. I forgot that Sunday was Easter and we were having Easter dinner. So I made goulash the night before. And of course there was going to be enough leftover for the whole next day. But I split it up. So I had, since I had Easter dinner, I had leftover goulash for dinner yesterday. And then since I had leftover Easter stuff as well, for lunch I had Easter again today. And the rest of the goulash for dinner. Pickling his opponent? That sounds too silly for me. A lot of the silly stuff came out in the 2000s. And currently too. Guy acting like he's making pizzas. And someone else who's pretending he's wrestling like an invisible object. And I guess it's kind of fun for the little indie shows, but I wouldn't take anything like that too seriously. This match is never going to end. This may not have been the best idea. Unless you guys are enjoying it, that is. There's also mods for match pacing that I've never messed with before, but I finally turned on. Just in case I wanted to. Like even right now, I could set something. Like I could set winner from any move. I could also allow wrestlers booked to win to be criticaled or KO'd. If I wanted to mess with something. If. We've only seen one pin during this whole entire match so far. Just one. I mean, one pinfall, not pin. Pinfall. Yeah, glad you did. You know, there's even a better looking karate dojo, but it's on the website as being like coming soon. But I wonder how many years old that coming soon sign is on there. I wonder if it's like old, obsolete, like if he kind of gave up on it years ago, or if it's recent coming soon. Well, it's the way to answer your question is this is a custom arena that has to be installed with the mod. So you would have to go online and see if anybody has created anything like that. A custom arena in those styles. Is all you can do. And then I would have to install it manually, which doesn't take too long. Just gotta figure out where to put the pieces. Sorry you asked. No, you don't have to be sorry yet. I'm just letting you know how it works. So I had to do this one manually. It was worth it. Yeah, match is still going. There hasn't been another pin since that pin earlier. Or pinfall, I mean. You think this match is going on too long? This is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Yeah. It's probably has to do with the logic and the parameters and the skill levels and but I don't know why they're not being pinned more often here. Maybe Sparrow might know a little bit more. Like maybe their Okemi's too high, or maybe it's something. Maybe they're programmed to be godlike. I don't know. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. The hardest part to understand is what to set the wrestler as for style and comeback style, like wrestler or something else, and then what to set the other part. What do you call it? The special ability. With Bruce Lee, on the other hand, I kind of cheated a little bit because I want him to be overpowered and not be authentic like a real wrestler. But with a real wrestler, you kind of want it to be a little bit more authentic. No, you can't wrestle out there. You're ruining the illusion. And the match continues. And the match continues. He's got to stop running his head into the post. Unfortunately, I have downloaded way too many wrestlers to want to mess with everybody's logic. I'll be lucky if I just mess with a couple here or a couple there. No, it's a Texas death match. You have to pin the wrestler. Then after you pin them, they have to the count of 10 to get back on their feet. And if they don't get fully back on their feet, then they win. So it's like a version of the last man standing, but you have to pin them first. So we've only had 2 pinfalls so far. One from Cactus pinning Terry Funk, and one from Terry Funk pinning him. And they both got up at about the 6 count, I think. It's crazy. I don't understand how either of these two wrestlers have any juice left to be kicking out of pins. You know, now I'm wondering if that's why in the mod they have the mod to enable health bars. At first I thought it was like to be more similar to the old school wrestling games, but I wonder if it's better to determine how all this stuff works in Firefly. You know, I wonder if the health bars would figure out how their health is drained, how the alchemy works, and vice versa. Oh, an A count. He had an A count this time. That was closer. Ooh. Damn it, he deserved to get a pin for that. You know, a good question is, where is this crowd at that's cheering? Where are they standing at? Where are they sitting? Are they up even higher? Because you can hear the crowd. So since you can hear them, oh, and that's another thing with a mod option is you can have it so the blood stains on the ring and stays there. It doesn't go away during the match. Oh, an 8 count again. Oh, come on, that's gotta do it. How does he kick out of that after he just got pinned? W3? I don't think you mean WrestleMania 3. Maybe you meant ECW? Or I don't know, World War 3? Gamer games. Ref wasn't looking. Whole world wrestling. Okay. Gotcha. How does he kick out of that? Yeah, exactly. How? How? Only a 7 count this time. Oh, you missed. Come on, that's gotta be it. This is ridiculous. What are you guys thinking out there in TV land? That's what I'm wondering too. Okay, who do you want to win? And I'm gonna see if the mod can make some kind of change to it. Pick one of the two. First one to pick. Actually, Cannabis Kid should pick because he set up this match. Cactus Jack. Because I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out if it works. Let's see. Winner. Harry Funk. Oh no, you said Cactus Jack, didn't you? Cactus Jack. Finishing move. Does it gotta be the finishing move? Double, only if he does the double arm DDT again. But it might not work. I don't know if I did it too much. Since I've never done this before. No, it didn't work. Okay, I think we're gonna have to call this a draw. It breaks my heart to do so, but I think we gotta call it a draw. It's possible I gotta set that up before the match starts, so might not be able to do it in the middle of the match. And in a no contest. Well, I still want to see my boy Bruce Lee fight again. So actually, let's unselect them. Do it that way. Maybe that'll help with the loading part. Maybe. And then we'll probably call it a night. Or maybe we could do Bruce Lee fight and a Hulk Hogan fight. I think we got time. Maybe. It's a little overtime, but it'll be okay. And I want to do a regular arena this time because I want to see their... Well, no, we don't got to see their entrances. No. I got to see about how to do the dojo. Who's Bruce going to fight in the dojo? Who do you want? I mean, Chuck Norris has been known to beat Bruce Lee quite a few times on here. I think Bruce only beat Chuck once so far. In a dojo setting, it probably would kick his ass. Let's see. Karate dojo is the gym one. Okay, gym. Maybe we'll do Chuck. Oops, I'm up here instead. Did I pass it up? I think there it is. So I gotta do the gym. Karate dojo. Unfortunately, I think these don't look too well unless you do them from a certain angle. But maybe it'll work. This is not a dojo. Oh, actually, it is a dojo, but it's not the mat. It's not a mat. It's still a ring. I'm gonna do some research to find out why it keeps doing this. Maybe I'll find the solution, and maybe I won't. Yeah. Because we're still in a ring. Oh no! The title's not on the line. Because when I gotta restart a match, I gotta put the title on the line again. So, where are we? Let's try, instead of the Karate Dojo, why don't we try the... I have another dojo. Don't I? Factory... Or maybe it's just the factory. Maybe that is the only dojo. Thought I had another dojo. Yeah, the Yerk Dojo. Let me see which one is the Yerk Dojo real quick. Let's see. That is... Yurkin Hall. You know, it says Yurkin Hall here, but it's really the Korikun Hall. I don't know why there's a difference there. Yeah, that just happens to be a glitch, JoJo. It keeps... It puts back in the wrestlers that I had picked before, even though I had changed. And I need to figure out what's causing that. Well, let's just say that Chuck has beat Bruce more than Bruce has beat Chuck in this so far. Even though I made Bruce to be a monster, Chuck can still beat him. Look at that nice painting on the wall. Isn't that cool? I think this dojo is even better than the other one.
Hello, Commander. Computer reporting.
Thank you for subscribing. Well, let's hope and pray we get to see Bruce's finisher again. But even though he never finishes with the finisher, it's just such a cool move that I hope we see it. But for it to happen, he has to get the other fighter, close to the middle of the ring and have him be dazed on the mat. So... and it's still a rare chance that he'll pull off the move, because it's a corner to center attack. And there's no way to set it as a follow-up attack in the priorities, because the corner to center attack, just, you can't do it. It would help me pull off the move more often if I could, but there's nothing in the priority to have it be like a follow-up attack. Oh, well, we still didn't get to see the finisher. Oh well. Dan Inosat. I think I've heard that name before. Is he in? Is he in Game of Death? Is he the one that wears the white karate outfit like this here? Or is he the one that had the nunchucks battle with Bruce? I might be getting the two confused because I don't remember both their names. No, I think Dan is the one with the nunchucks, isn't it? Yeah. I guess we'll do Hogan versus Andre. I don't know who else to put him against. Unless you got someone else to put him against. I might have to restart the match because it might mess up again. If you can come up with someone real quick, like, besides Andre, I'll change it. But only if someone comes up with something real quick. For a Hogan Dream match. Alice Cooper, that would be like too easy and it wouldn't be much of a challenge. Most of these wrestlers wouldn't be a challenge for Hogan because he's way overpowered. Like only the Ultimate Warrior has a decent chance of beating him. But actually, no, Bruce Lee beat him, so maybe not. Giant Gonzalez? Alright. Now, with that glitch that happens, I might have to restart this match again. What we might just do is just go back out and reselect them again. Maybe that'll stop it. Maybe if I just go back out and reselect both wrestlers. maybe that could solve the issue, but it might not. If I go back in and select him a second time, we'll see. That might not solve it though. It might still mess up. So, nope, we're okay. If you remind me tomorrow, and if I stream tomorrow and remind me tomorrow, we can do Ozzy versus Alice tomorrow. I think I have both. I do kind of remember that. I think I saw a clip online recently. I changed my Hogan appearance, but I kept all the moves and everything the same. With the mod, there's a nice attire copy thing where I can like take another, like let's say I make a wrestler, I make him perfect, but then a better looking one comes out. I can just real quick with the click of a button, change the attire, the face, the clothes, everything, and even the size, and copy it over to the one from the other. You can actually do each separately. It's got three different sections separately that you can bring over. First is the head parts. Next is the attire. And then it's the size. You can do all three together or just one of the three. I hope we see the Hulk up. That's also a rarity. Like, I don't know if it's as rare as seeing Bruce's finisher, but seeing the Hulk up is not quite as rare, but and the proper Hulk up. There's like multiple versions of the Hulk up. Well, if we see the proper setup, would be really cool. But, you know, how this goes a lot of times when I do this, I don't always get to see what I want to see. It always happens off stream, and then it doesn't happen as often on stream. Off stream, I saw Bruce's finisher a few times. On stream, no, he didn't do it once. Going for the leg drop. No Hulk up, but we'll be getting the leg drop anyway. Gonzalez is weak, guys. Wasn't a challenge at all. Just like real life. No, Hogan. Not again. Second strongest. Well, I think there's a lot of luck involved. Well, you got to see the Hulk up there, though, as a taunt at the beginning there. Ah, he comes off the screen, then comes back on. He just goes nuts over there. Look at him. Crazy. When he does it during a match, it's really, really epic. Well, there's a lot of luck involved. The Ultimate Warrior beats Hogan more than Hogan beats him. Hogan has beat him, but I swear the longer the match goes on, the less of a chance Hogan has to beat him. Yeah. So yeah, I do. While we're gonna end the stream here, I do think I have Ozzy. So for next time, let's see. I have Alice here. Well, maybe I should put Ozzy here because he was at a WrestleMania. I have Alice here. We have the referee Alice, and then we have Alice there. I think Ozzy was at a WrestleMania, so maybe I should take him out of the Freaks category and put him in the WWF category. Let's see. There he is. I bet he wouldn't in this game. If we had more time, I wanted to do like an Iron Man match. And an Iron Man match where we use wrestlers that has a decent chance of submitting the other person. So it's not just pinfalls. Like Sting with the sharpshooter, Ric Flair with the figure four, something like that. I know, no, it's not sharpshooter for Sting. It's Scorpion Deathlock. Bret Hart with the sharpshooter. Who did see Alice was in Jake the Snake's corner. What was Ozzy doing at one of the events? I don't know if it was at WrestleMania or not. It may have been. Was he just in the crowd? Did he accompany somebody to the ring? What did Ozzy do again? Was he in someone's corner? I don't even remember what event it was now. Do you remember? Don't remember. He accompanied British Bulldog and his tag partner to the ring at WrestleMania. It's possible. Something like that. Let's see. Let's find out. Ozzy Osbourne, he appeared at WrestleMania 2 when he and Captain Lou Albano managed the British Bulldogs to a World Tag Team Championship victory over the Dream Team. Alright. that what WrestleMania was Alice Cooper. I think that was 3. Because I was watching some of the some of those clips to get an idea how to do the nameplates and the fonts. So I remember Alice coming out during one of them. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we're probably going to play this. So sorry, Paper Mario fans. We'll have to wait till Thursday on that. Oh, is there? That's pretty cool. All right. Good night, guys. Good night.